Ooh, it's a weighty parcel today. Hello wonderful people, so my most recent Imperium delivery has just dropped and I'll be doing issue 47. We get obviously 48, 49 and 50, and also in this video I will take a look at the Bones of the Martyr double book set in this nice slip cover. So let's have a look. We have a paint issue. And again, I know how you people feel about paint, but like I keep saying, if I want to go into town because I need to buy 2 paints, it's going to cost me about £4.50 or £4.70 just to get a return ticket. So we'll have a look at those. Let's have a quick squiz at the magazine. So on the front we got this nice Arco flagellant. Talons of the Emperor, Adeptus Sororitas faction rules, a new and exciting battle. Okay. So we've got information about Sisters Repentia. And on the back, their battle record card. We got Arco flagellants, talking about their Arco flails, etc. And then on the back, we've got their battle rattle card. And then in Forces 02 for Adeptus Sororitas, we've got Sisters of the Priory, talking about Battle Sister squads, Dominion squads, Retributive squads, Seraphim squads, and Zephyrim squads. We have Talons of the Emperor for our red faction D, number 4. These are about the Adeptus Custodes, their great war gear, and the great tithe. We then have a short story for our red section, Children of the Worm. In the bowels of a shrine world, far beyond the prying eyes of the Imperium, insurrection threatens to tear a world asunder. As Xenos cults rise from their hiding places to usurp the Imperium servants, the Talons of the Emperor strike back, determined to rid the holy world of heresy. So, there we go. We have War Zones, Lavenir. So this one's got mention of Eldar, Harlequins and Tyranids. We're then using Pink Horror, which is one of the paints that we've got for detailing things like purity seals and highlighting handles, and the Wild Rider Red for highlighting cloaks, etc. So there we go. Right, faction 03, Adeptus Sororitas rules, Shield of Faith and Zealot. These are abilities that you can use your sisters, or use with your sisters. We've then got data sheets for the Sisters Repentia and the Arco flagellants. And then we have a tutorial for them. Goes into things like a 7+ save. So ordinarily, if things like your Repentia are caught out in the open, then they're not going to get much cover because they don't have any armor, nor do the flagellants. But you can modify their saves by putting them in cover or using auras to buff them and that sort of thing. Okay, we got another mission. B, Initiate 08, leading the faithful. Scattered bands of Adeptus Sororitas warriors scramble to reorganize and regroup amidst the devastation caused by the Necron invasion. The Canoness, assisted by the small group of survivors she has rallied from the hive's depths, must now lead her charges back to the Basilica. In her path, Necron hunting parties patrol the ruins, slaughtering any humans they come across and clearing a path for more Xenos reinforcements to join the battle. Necron's Royal Warden, prevent the retreat. The Royal Warden has been tasked with preventing the retreating Imperials from reaching the safety of the Basilica's walls. The Necrons are stationed between the Sisters and their destinations and will not yield to their human opponent. Destroy the Canoness and her forces, and victory will surely be near. Canoness, Adepta Sororitas, rally the faithful. The Canoness's meagre forces have fought several brutal skirmishes to reach the Hive's surface. The survivors now face one final battle before they can regroup and rearm. They must force their way through the Necron line and reach the rest of their order inside the walls of the Basilica. So, scout mission, breach their lines, refer to rules reference, blah blah blah. Right, mission briefing. The code cipher lies at the heart of the battlefield, partially buried beneath a crumbling ruin. Both forces seek to hold this position and extract any valuable intelligence. So, mission rules. The Adepta Sororitas player is the attacker in this mission. Forces in play, Necrons, we have the Royal Warden, 3 Necron Warriors, 2 Flayed Ones, 1 Tomb Blade. And with our Sororitas, we have the Canoness, 3 Battle Sisters, 2 Seraphim, 1 Sister Repentia, and 1 Arco-Flagellant. We have table corners for deployment. We're using a large grey battle mat, and it looks like we're using 2 sets of ruins and our pipe set. So there you go. And to look forward to, we have more scenery. But that's the last one of those. And then we get our really interesting sprue for the Adepta Sororitas, which gives us our Penitent engine and our HQs for the Repentias, the Sephirim, and the Battle Sister squad, which will boost our numbers up significantly. So, let's throw that down there. Let's have a quick chat about the paint. I'll bring you down so you're not all the way up there. So, Wild Rider Red is one that I have, which I do use on occasion for highlighting. I don't use it that often. And Pink Horror. Now, this is one I haven't had. I've used Screamer Pink, but I suppose it would be quite nice to have Pink Horror as a highlight for the Screamer Pink as well. So it would be good to use those. Like I say, I know how people feel about these paint issues, but for me, it's just handy that I'm getting 2 paints delivered, because I will use them eventually, and it saves me spending money to go out and get them. Now let's have a look at the Warhammer 40,000 Imperium, Bones of the Martyr and Kajalma's Skull by Tom Horth. Now, I'm not entirely up to speed with these. I haven't really had much interaction with the Black Library since 2018. I haven't really read a lot because I'm suffering from depression and anxiety. I find it's really played with my concentration, and I find it difficult to get into reading again. Now, this did come in the envelope, and it was sandwiched between 2 of the issues. It's a nice slip cover. I don't know if you can pick up the different textures. So we've got gloss and matte finishes on this. This is obviously similar to what's on the inside of the rulebooks and codexes and stuff. The only issue I can see is that there's just a slight indentation here, which obviously come from one of the sprues that it was sandwiched between, but other than that, on one there. But other than that, it's in nice condition. Now, flipping it open, these look really nice. So let's have a look. I don't know what. Obviously, they're shorts. They're not short stories, but they're novels, short novels. Right, there isn't really much here, which leads to. There's a slight. I can just see that there's on this. Obviously, there's been an issue with trimming. Now that's a shame. So I'm going to have to look at that and just gently deal with that with a scalpel, I think. There's no little story brief about what the story's about here, which is a little bit annoying. So unfortunately, I can't really tell you what the stories are about, which is a little bit disappointing. What I will do is I will, for part of this video, I will just quickly Google these and try and find out a brief story synopsis for them and let you know. Okay then, so I've read the first novel, and basically the story is set on Electia, which is the place of the current story hook, campaign hook for the Ramsus war zone, which is the war zone being depicted in Imperium magazine collection. It concentrated on the Sisters of Battle and the Necrons, and in the first book they're defending the Basilica of St. Martius and the fight to defend the Holy Relic there. The second book is more of a kill team type book, so the survivors from the battle for the Basilica of St. Martius and the survivors of the relief force that was sent to relieve them have been basically merged into a kill team. So, and that's basically the story, going to be the story for the second book. So they're quite nice. It's quite good stories. I'm in the process of reading the second book now. I've read the first book, it was okay. It's only about 11-12 chapters each book, and yeah, it was good read. A little bit of background fluff for the campaign that is obviously part of the Warhammer Imperium collection story thread. But there you go. That's what they're about. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye.